Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ridge vows Taylor is no longer alone, and Katie brings Will into the Forrester fold. Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024 moment on the Bold and the Beautiful. Ridge and Taylor get an alternate opinion. Katie gets Will an externship and Steffi tells Brooke she's so happy her mama is home. On moments the Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge and Taylor break away from and grasp, with him telling his partner that they've to fight. She says she knows the symptoms of heart failure. Ridge tells her he can't and won't lose her, they can get an alternate opinion. They clinch again, fighting gashes. When they pull piecemeal, they talk about how Lee gave Taylor some croaker. Figures, with Dr. Grace Buckingham at the top. He's ready to call and Taylor says to stop. There's no point in attesting what she formerly knows. I'm dying. BB's Ridge and Taylor look into each other's eyes as he talks and they hold each other's arms, but he won't give up, mentioning his pater. Was the same way. We're gonna fight. Both of us, we're gonna fight. Katie pesters Will good-naturedly about immuring at Forrester. She wants him to have the occasion, but he's not sure Forrester or fashion is his thing. She just snoots. He knows she loves it, but we'll see what happens, is the stylish he gives her. Willow comes by and Katie introduces her son to one of our top models. Willow flirts a bit and leaves, and before Katie can finish her pitch, Will, looking out towards the door, agrees to do it. A short time laterally, Kingsley, another model, walks by and sees Will in the hall, noting that he's Katie's son. She's seen snaps of him in his mama's office. He drools over her a bit, flattered after she asks if he's a model. She wishes him luck with the externship and walks off as he gapes after her with a smile. Also another intern shows up and she asks if Will works there. She hopes he will, because she'd like to get to know him more. His grin is indeed wider as she walks off. Steffi and Brooke talk about how nice it's for the kiddies to have their grandmom back. And it's nice for Steffi, too, to have Taylor home. Brooke says she felt the same way about her mama as Steffi does about her own. She misses her every day and wishes they had further time. She was my gemstone. So is Taylor, Steffi says. It means the world that she's back in Los Angeles. Brooke thanks Steffi for supporting Brooke's bedroom, also gets into it about hope for the future. Steffi knows they're trying to make it work, and she knows it not succeeding won't be for a lack of trying for hope. BB's Katie tilts her head to the side and she looks enigmatically at Brooke in the Forrester office. Katie comes in just also, telling the ladies that Will's transferring seminaries then and she floated the idea of an externship. Steffi admits there's one open now that Luna's gone. But Steffi looks a bit upset when Katie says her son isn't sure fashion is his thing. Steffi worries about what will be if she hires him and it doesn't work out, but Katie insists that her son will surprise everyone. She knows him. She goes out into the hall and brings Will in. He and Brooke grasp and Steffi greets him, jumping right into questions. Your mama recommended you as being one of the interns then, but you suppose you're not the right fit, right? Yes and no, he says. The further time he spends there, the more he realizes it's where he wants to be. I wanna be a Forrester intern. Ridge and Taylor show up at Grace's office, thankful she saw them so snappily. She's happy to make time for her unborn in-laws. They also break the news that Taylor needs a top-notch cardiologist. She's been diagnosed with heart failure. Buckingham is surprised no follow-up tests were done, but Taylor says she told her croakers. No. She knows what's passing. The croaker says she wants to run tests right down so they know what they're dealing with. Taylor isn't sure, but Ridge pushes her to get the tests done. They're in LA with some of the stylish hospitals in the world. BB's Ridge and Taylor sit in chairpersons across the office from Dr. Grace Buckingham, attentively leaning forward in the show's final moments. Katie tells Will how happy she's in the hall outside that he said yes. But what changed his mind? Kingsley walks in again, thrilled to hear he got the job, also wanders off saying she hopes they can work together. Me too. Katie realizes why he said yes. Just try not to spend all his time with the models and save time for his mama. Inside, Brooke and Steffi talk about Will a bit, also wonder where Ridge is when Brooke mentions telling him the news. I'm not sure. Perhaps he's with my mama. Brooke looks uncomfortable. BB's Ridge and Taylor stay in Dr. Buckingham's office. Over in Dr. Buckingham's office, she walks them through the first test she'd like to run, getting into specialized notes about a cardiac enzyme test to see if she suffered a heart attack. And if Taylor had one, they need to assess the damage. Taylor agrees it's just a blood test, and Grace goes out to get set up for the test. After she's gone, Ridge asks if Taylor's okay, and she says she's just allowing about her family and how she wants to be with them all for a long time. Ridge tells her to do that. Start with the tests and go from there. She's a fighter and he's sorry she's had to do this on her own, but you're not alone presently. I'm then. Let's do this together. They clinch, both crying. Ridge's alternate opinion push, Taylor full of defenses. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024, are then. In hereafter's occasion, suckers can anticipate Ridge Forrester to prompt Taylor Hayes to get an alternate opinion. Coming up on the bold and the beautiful still, Taylor will be full of defenses as to why it's not necessary. Keep reading and let's talk about what's coming up in the coming occasion of the CBS Cleaner pieces. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Taylor Hayes' death judgment. B&B spoilers for Wednesday, October 2nd reveal that Taylor has told Ridge the verity about her opinion. Taylor had to tell Ridge after he set up her collapsed on the ground. Taylor admitted that in Europe, a croaker said she has heart failure. Taylor insists that she knows the progression of the condition and she doesn't have important time left. B&B spoilers, Ridge Forrester's pressure. On Wednesday, October 2nd, suckers can anticipate Ridge to reel over Taylor's opinion. Ridge is determined to help heal Taylor. Indeed, though Taylor prayed Ridge to keep her illness a secret from everyone, he'd a condition. Ridge agreed to keep quiet but only if Taylor was witnessing treatment. For starters, Ridge wants Taylor to get an alternate opinion. Ridge is going to have a hard time keeping Taylor's secret. Flashback, Lee Finnegan knows too. So, it's only a matter of time before others find out. Most probably, Steffi Forrester Finnegan might be the last to know, just as Ridge was with Eric's death plot. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Taylor Hayes' defenses. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, October 2nd reveal that Taylor threw her arms around Ridge, but for keeping her secret. When Ridge insists on Taylor seeing a specialist, she'll vacillate. Taylor will contend that she formerly knows the progression of the condition and there's no point in wasting time. Still, Ridge knows from Eric Forrester's situation that this hurts further than it helps. Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024. It's clear from the spoilers laterally in the week that Taylor ultimately sees Dr. Grace Buckingham, who's a cardiologist. It's also known that Grace has an opinion for Taylor, but it's not heart failure. So, that will leave Taylor and Ridge with further questions than answers, it sounds like. Which plot are you looking forward to seeing the most on Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024? What are your prognostications for Taylor, Ridge, Grace, and Steffi? What does the unborn hold for Lee, John, Finn, Finnegan, Brooke, Logan, and the other characters? The bold and the beautiful Taylor Hayes passed out in front of Ridge Forrester. Ridge was determined to take Taylor to the sanitarium to find out what was going on, but that didn't work the way he'd allowed. Taylor refused to go ahead, giving in to Ridge's pleas to tell him what was wrong. Eventually, Taylor admitted that a croaker in Europe told her she was dying. Will Taylor eventually get an alternate opinion? The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Ridge Forrester refuses to let this go. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Ridge isn't ready to let this go. What's some croaker in Europe told Taylor this? They've great specialists in LA, just look at Eric Forrester. Maybe Ridge will refuse to be quiet about this unless she gets an alternate opinion. Ridge will most probably offer to go with her. Taylor doesn't want her children or grandchildren to know about this. Ridge could use this for push her to get an alternate opinion. What if Ridge threatens to tell Steffi and Thomas what's going on with her? Will Taylor go to the sanitarium like Ridge has asked if he promises that he won't tell their children what's going on? B&B spoilers, Grace Buckingham is a specialist. Taylor lately asked Lee Finnegan for a cardiologist recommendation. Of course, she was swore to secretiveness as well. Still, it seems that Lee may have gotten in touch when Grace Buckingham, who'll return to B&B this week. Will Taylor get an alternate opinion from Grace this week? Grace is obviously a good croaker. Katie Logan had a heart transplant times agone. And she obviously trusted Grace. Still, Grace is Paris Buckingham's, Thomas Forrester's fiancée mama. Will Grace agree to stay quiet and not let her son know what's going on with her health? The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Taylor Hayes Dubaity's Dr. Buckingham's opinion spoilers suggest that Taylor will see Grace Buckingham. Taylor will also have trouble believing Grace's opinion. Could Grace believe that Taylor isn't dying at all? Will Grace find a way to help Taylor live longer than she expects? Is the verity that Taylor doesn't have heart failure at all but commodity differently is wrong with her? Some suckers believe that Taylor has been faking her illness each on. Is Taylor lying about her original opinion? Did Taylor indeed see a croaker? In Europe, since they no way gave her any recommendations for a specialist? Will Taylor suddenly start to ameliorate now that she has agreed to see Grace? Is all of this a ruse to get Ridge back in her life?